Hey, I'm Matt, and I'm your Fantasy Maestro, and welcome back. I haven't been here in a while, haven't posted a video, didn't want to just really put out content just to put out content until I had something really to say. I did pretty well in my fantasy leagues this year, actually really well, a lot better than last year, but as I've told you before, it's just luck. A lot of it's luck and who you get. I hit on the Commanders. That was my big thing this year was McLaurin and Jaden Daniels and those guys, and so I hit on that team really well. Hit on a couple others, Chase Brown and a couple others. So, that's going to lead to wins, obviously, and Saquon Barkley. All right. So, but with that said, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about game-changing penalties need instant replay. The NFL has got to go to this. These penalties, like you saw yesterday in the Texans games, the two calls, until they do something about it, it's no better than wrestling. All right, then it just isn't. All the other leagues have gone to some sort of form of being able to review penalties, except the NFL. They say that they do it instantaneous up above. What does that mean? That's so arbitrary. So it's not real, and they need to do that. Like the other day, they did that in that Rams game where they didn't even throw. There was no penalty flag even thrown, and then they automatically called a face mask. All right. If they're going to do that, great, but they have to do that on these other plays. These two calls against the Texans yesterday were, pretty much criminal. All right. Clay Martin, he should be under review for those. All right. That was terrible calls. Obviously the NFL is in their ear. They want that Taylor Swift thing going again. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and keeping the Chiefs in the postseason and keeping them going for as long as they can. All right. So there are going to be calls that the Chiefs get, and all Raven fans know this. Everyone knows this out there. It's not like rocket science. All right. He gets favorable calls, and then the flopping on the sideline where he didn't get Patrick Mahomes when he flopped at the end. And they didn't call it or anything, but that should be a 15-yard penalty for flopping. NBA does it. It's a penalty. You can't flop. And he was trying clearly to get them to do that. All right. And then you see Jared Goff get roped yesterday on that touchdown run, helmet to helmet, and they don't even call that. So the NFL needs to go to instant replay, or else it is just glorified wrestling, and real outcomes are non-existent in the NFL until they do that. It's just the way it is. And today, okay, really pay attention. My prediction today in the game is the Rams are going to beat Philly. The NFL wants this. They want to build the morale back up in Los Angeles after the fires. It's a similar thing to when the Saints won the Super Bowl after Katrina. So just be kind of paying attention to that today. And I'm going to predict it right now that the Rams are going to upset Philly, and then they're going to win next week in LA against the Commanders. All right. That's probably just going to happen. All right. And they've already kind of got that in progress. And hopefully they don't do something next week to favor the Chiefs again. That was ridiculous yesterday. Not to say the Texans would have won the game, but those were two huge penalties that were clearly not penalties. Anyway, I wanted to get that off my chest. I told you I only want to throw content out there when I had a serious thing to talk about, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. All right. So anyway, good luck with your bets today. If you're still doing fantasy, good luck. Go get them. And excited to be back. All right. Have a great day.